guys, this looks like the year of the black-eyed Susan. That means that I planted some wildflower seeds, black-eyed Susans, on my property, and now they came up that next spring, and now they're everywhere. So I'll leave a link in the description to the seeds that I planted, and maybe you guys can get a little cheerful yellow all over your property. They're amazing the way they just come up prolifically, and they're, like I said, cheerful and yellow. I'll show you. I've got black-eyed Susans here, and here, and here, and here, and even in amongst my onions. So I'm going to dig some of these up with a big root ball to it and go put them in different places, like my front flower border. I've got some there, but gosh, there are so many everywhere. I think I'll just transplant them right before the rain. I think they'll do well. See, I just can't wait to see those beautiful yellow blossoms. Everyone needs something really cheerful and inspiring right now. I know it is so important to grow food right now, but something in my soul hungers for flowers. You guys have found me in my happy place. I have potted up all my peppers for the season. We have some hot ones here, some ghosts, red Caribbean habaneros, and I tried lemon Caribbean habaneros this time. Yep, and Thai peppers. Yep, it's gonna be sizzling hot in my garden. And I'm doing lots of basil. I'm gonna try to give some basil away to people, so. But basil goes in between all my tomatoes, so that's really fun. All right, I'm in my happy place, you guys. I hope you're in yours. Hey guys, it's time to put out your sweet potatoes, or get them started rather. You might have done this in grade school, or you might not have. You just put toothpicks in and just put it down in some water for it to root, and as you can see, we've already had some beautiful little sprouts there, so I'm excited about that. These have been stored under my bed since I harvested them in the fall. So we've been eating them, but I saved a couple so I could sprout them for my new potato crop in May. Look at that, you guys. Is that beautiful? So I've got two varieties. I think it's called Purple Stokes, and then this variety just said like a Japanese sweet potato. They're both Japanese varieties, and this one is totally purple inside, and this one is white inside, but it's got a beautiful pink outer cover. So these were really fun. They did really well for me. They weren't sweet, really sweet, like the American sweet potato maybe, but they were very tasty, and they did have a sweet flavor, but they're very tasty. They're perfect for me. I really liked them. And I just picked them up at my health food store at Natural Grocers. So what you want to look for, if you go to the health food store and get some sweet potatoes to start this, you want organic. You don't want them sprayed, because potatoes are sprayed with something that keeps them from sprouting. So you definitely don't want that, because you want them to sprout. And, hopefully you can find some fun varieties, but you can just use the regular orange sweet American sweet potato if that's what you find. Also, I wanted to remind you guys, definitely do this, because not only are you going to get the beautiful yummy roots, but you're going to get leaves all summer. And the leaves you can eat. You can stir fry them with eggs. You can put them in smoothies. They're really good with a little coconut cream stir fried. So just plain. So yeah, I love them. So definitely get your sweet potatoes started, you guys. once you see roots, you'll snap off each of these little beginnings, and each one of these will be a new sweet potato plant with a bunch of potatoes in the roots at the end of the season. So definitely once my cool season crops come out of the sweet potato pit, then I'm gonna sink these babies in around May, sometime mid or in May. Kids love to do this with you. It's super easy and fun. So yeah, definitely get some sweet potatoes and get them started. You guys, I am finally planting purple snap beans. The reason I say finally is when I first put up my tunnel trellis, I thought, oh, it would be so fun to have those purple beans hanging down, right? And so I ordered some big batch of them, and I planted them, but I didn't have any germination. They didn't come up. So I'm gonna plant them in pots and baby them in back just to make sure that it wasn't user error. So I'm gonna do that. But in the meantime, Marie at Salongo Gardens was nice enough to share some pole beans, blue cocoa heirloom, dark purple snap beans from Dave's garden. So I'm gonna plant those now. I'm so excited to have them hanging from my trellis. I've only got 5, but hopefully from those 5 I can gather seeds for more next year. Spring in Dallas, Texas this year is coming in hot and heavy. So unfortunately, I don't think we have time. It's the beginning of April. I don't think we have time to start a spring crop like we do maybe in other parts of the country. So that is one advantage to winter gardening, covering up those crops when it freezes, and then they just burst forth in spring and you get a good harvest. They're already established. You get a good harvest before the hot weather really sets in. So I'll show you the winter crops I've got going that I'm harvesting now. But I'm not starting any new winter crops, any cool season crops. I am gonna concentrate on my warm season thing. We've got a lot of yummy kale coming on. And then all that's left is the butter crunch, is this one. So I'm gonna let it go to bloom so I can have some seeds. And then red sail lettuce, I'm gonna let that go to bloom so I can have seeds. And then my spinach has given up. When it gets hot, it does that. But you can see those little seed pods right there. So I'll also be harvesting seed from that. What's left of the carrots, also I'm gonna let go to seed. We have Brussels sprouts, but those are tricky. There's the actual Brussels right there. Yeah, doesn't look very good at this point. Wonder if you can eat the leaves. If anybody knows, they feel kind of hard. If anybody knows, let me know. Maybe we'll just eat the leaves and call it a day. I'm gonna turn my cabbage into sauerkraut. Garlic is growing. Onions are growing. And the sweet potato pit is full of collards and sprouting broccoli. So follow along with me through the seasons on my YouTube channel so I can show you how to have a great spring crop of food growing by winter gardening. But right now, I'm going to concentrate on those warm season things. I'm so excited we get to plant. So get ready, get set, plant, Dallas, plant. So hopefully maybe you can look at your health food store and find a fun variety. But if not, you can also do just the orange Oh my gosh.